Okay, imagine this for a second. You type in a simple prompt, maybe a city you love or a product you are working on, and Nano Banana Pro turns it into a photo that looks like it came straight out of a high-end ad agency, with clean text, strong realism, and a style that actually stays consistent from one image to the next. And real quick, if you are into powerful AI tools that save you time and help you make more money online, hit subscribe to learn AI quickly, turn on notifications, and watch this video all the way through, because skipping one tiny toggle in Artlist can be the difference between a boring image and something you can actually use in a real campaign. Today we are diving into Nano Banana Pro, one of the newest image models inside Artlist. In this video, I will walk you step by step on screen so you can follow along on your own computer and recreate exactly what I am doing. First, let's jump into Artlist on your browser. Type in artlist.io. At the top right, you will see a button that says Sign in or Start for free. I'm going to click Start for free, and on the login options, I will just continue with Google to keep it simple. If this is your first time using Artlist, you are probably going to love what you see. On the main AI image page, you will see a panel with all the heavy hitter models: Nano Banana Pro, Sora 2 Pro VO 3.1, the original Nano Banana, Kling 2.5 Turbo, and more. I'm going to scroll down this list and click on Nano Banana Pro. You will see it marked as New inside Artlist, so you know you are playing with one of their latest models. On the right side of the screen, I have my aspect ratio set to 16:9, which is great for YouTube thumbnails and landscape content. And Nano Banana Pro is selected in the model dropdown. From here, it really is as simple as describing what you want. To start, I want to test realism by recreating some iconic locations. On the left menu, I'm clicking on My Creations so you can see some of the images I generated earlier. First, I'm going to open a New York skyline image. On screen, you can see the New York skyline at golden hour, the Hudson River, the World Trade Center, and other iconic buildings, all framed like it was shot from an airplane window. Underneath, you can see the exact prompt I used, something like high-altitude aerial photo of the New York skyline at golden hour, seen through an airplane window, Hudson River, World Trade Center, and iconic skyscrapers. 8K hyper-realistic documentary style. What I really like is how accurate it feels. The lighting is warm and believable, the buildings make sense, and the depth and perspective feel natural. Next, I am going to click on a Rio de Janeiro generation and open it full screen. Here you can see people on the beach, the iconic mountain backdrop and cliffside, and the whole scene really feels like a real day in Rio. Again, the prompt is visible, something like cinematic aerial view of Rio de Janeiro beach at sunset, people on the shore, iconic mountain backdrop, hazy warm light, 8K hyper-realistic. Then I jump over to London. I open a scene with the Tower of London, London Bridge, and a Ferris wheel in the background. The landmarks are recognisable, the composition looks like a legit travel photo, and the details are sharp without looking fake. You can always look at the prompts under each image and tweak them for your own projects. Now let's create something from scratch together so you can follow along in real time. I scroll back up and click New Image. In the prompt box, I type High aerial cinematic shot of the Great Pyramids of Giza at golden hour, golden light cutting across the desert, long shadows, detailed stone texture on the pyramids, sand dunes 8K hyper-realistic documentary style. I make sure the model is set to Nano Banana Pro and the aspect ratio is 16:9. Then I click Generate. After a moment, I open the result full screen. The pyramids have clear stone texture, the shadows are long and dramatic, and the sand dunes have nice subtle detail. For a single short prompt, this is really impressive realism. If you have ever tried to recreate real-world locations with AI and ended up with something that looks weird or distorted, this feels like a big improvement. Now that we have seen realism, let's move into a text rendering test, because this is where a lot of models break. How many times have you tried to generate an image with text on a can or a sign, and the letters come out completely wrong? I want to see how Nano Banana Pro handles clean text and product imagery. I scroll down in my creations and open a product shot I made earlier. On screen, you see a Frost Fuel hydration drink can inside a swirling ice storm, with floating ice cubes, deep blue light, strong contrast, and condensation all over the metal. The prompt was something like cinematic product shot of the Frost Fuel, hydration drink, can inside a swirling ice storm, floating ice cubes, deep blue lighting, strong contrast, condensation on the metal, High energy commercial style 8K. Nano Banana Pro nails it. The logo looks clean, the text on the can is readable, and the whole image feels like a real advertising still. Now let's create a variation together with a little twist. In the prompt box I type, cinematic product shot of the frost fuel. Hydration drink and inside a swirling ice storm. Floating ice cubes with berries inside. Deep purple light. Strong contrast. Condensation on the can. 8K commercial style. I keep Nano Banana Pro selected and 16:9 as the ratio, then hit generate. When the image is ready, I open it full screen. The purple hues look stylish and modern. There are berries inside the ice cubes exactly as prompted. The text and branding on the can are still clear, and there are icicles and condensation that make the drink feel ice cold and refreshing. So in terms of text rendering and product detail, Nano Banana Pro is doing a very solid job. We are going to use the image to image feature. I select that purple frost fuel image we just made. On the side panel in Artlist, I click on Transform Image or the Image to Image option, which lets me use the existing image as a base. That pulls our can image into the input area. Now I keep Nano Banana Pro as the model and type a new prompt. I keep the ratio at 16:9 and hit generate. Once it is done, I open the result. Now we have a tight close-up shot. The can still has the same branding and colour palette, the purple lighting and mist are there, and there are water droplets on the can. It really feels like it came from the same ad campaign. That is exactly what you want when you are building a series of images around one product. To show this is not just a one-time thing, I scroll through some of my older generations. You will see an earlier frost fuel shot, and then another more cinematic variation, and they still match in style and branding. Nano Banana Pro is doing a really good job of keeping things consistent when you reuse images as references. If this walkthrough helped you understand what Nano Banana Pro can really do, go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to learn AI quickly for more deep dives into AI tools. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have fun with your creations, and I will see you in the next video.